Hey guys, Justin Brock here today, and I'm here with Tom over at RSSA, and we are going to try to let you guys in on why I have decided to partner close with RSSA, why we're getting people registered or signed up within our office, why we're using their marketing system, why we're using their calculator, their software, their consumer-facing software, and how it can help you get more Medicare clients, begin to work the annuity market, even some bridge the gap, health insurance, all kinds of different prospects. Nobody sells Social Security just like you don't sell Medicare. But the concept of Social Security is very confusing to people. When do they draw? In what fashion? If there's a husband and wife, which one of them draws when? If they still have a dependent, how does that affect things? How much money they have based on their life expectancy, health issues, all kinds of factors to it. And they're looking for help on this. And to be honest, most financial advisors are just not helping in that arena because they don't know exactly what to sell them. Well, from a marketing standpoint, I've always been an advocate of helping people with a problem and then building that relationship, and then you can dive into tons and tons of other options. So many people are going straight for the throat on the one thing that they sell, and they're like, why am I not selling enough, policies? And it's because you're competing with people with large marketing budgets and you're not doing anything unique. You're trying to create cookie cutter approaches to marketing. Well, RSSA really does give you an in on a topic that's, extremely difficult for some of these people. And I think you can fill rooms like crazy with these people, build the relationship, help them, and then say, by the way, we also help with this, and you'll be able to sell a ton of Medicare, health insurance, annuities, life insurance, all sorts of other stuff. So I'm going to let Tom talk a little bit about RSSA and tee this up and then tell you guys, the deal that we are working out for you guys. They have been gracious enough to pass on a discount to people that sign up through us. So we're an advocate for the Medicare agent and a health insurance agent, and we want you guys to be able to leverage this program to really combat the bad national marketing groups out there. So without further ado, Tom, thank you for coming on today, brother.
Thanks, Justin. I really appreciate being on. I'm happy and excited to be here to talk about the RSA program. My name is Tom Drapala. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships for RSSA. RSSA stands for Registered Social Security Analyst. So, to start, Justin, what I'd like to do is give kind of an overall view of who we are, what we do, and then, to the Medicare and insurance advisor, as well as other advisors, what the value is to getting this credential and using it in a way to get more prospects, make more appointments, and like you said, have more sales opportunities. That's really what the end goal is. So we provide an easy way in to do that, and we use Social Security doing so. So the RSSA platform is an all-in-one platform for Social Security education and technology-driven approach. Now, what that means is we provide a 5-module e-learning course. The first 4 modules, you learn the ins and outs of Social Security, the rules, the regulations, such as retirement benefits, spousal benefits, survivor benefits, all of the questions that a client or client's prospect will come up to you and ask you about once you have this knowledge and expertise. Because there's not really much else, many other places they can go to get this knowledge. The Social Security Administration by law is not allowed to give advice. And on top of that is, you can call them with questions, but a lot of times, you call them 3 times and you might get 3 different answers, right? And it's not really any fault to their own, but, their reps really don't have the knowledge and expertise to be able to help. So for a Medicare and insurance agent to be able to take that on and be able to help their clients is not, again, so much about the Social Security aspect itself, but it opens the door for more organic Medicare and insurance conversations within the process. So after the first 4 modules that you learn about the rules and little things about Social Security and the complexities, then module 5, we actually train on how to use the RSA roadmap software technology. So what this technology does is it allows you to put the client's information in, or they could put it in themselves. And based on their unique circumstances, the software actually calculates their Social Security benefits, their calculations, their monthly, annual, lifetime benefits, as well as creates a personalized report for that client specifically. And the report gets generated based on the information that was put in. So every report is completely unique to that specific client you're working with. And it provides something to them tangible that they're actually walking away with. And it's, all the Social Security rules that impact them specifically are going to be in their report. And this just creates a great way of building trust and rapport with those clients, because you're going to be able to walk them through that report, answer any questions they have, and help them decide on a decision that, quite frankly, could impact their retirement pretty significantly, right? Now, it's not always about getting the most out of Social Security, but it's also avoiding a situation that you might put yourself in that can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in benefits. So let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about, because I think that really helps to kind of bring some case studies into it. So I've recently spoken to a Medicare expert. He's been doing Medicare for 20 to 30 years, right? And he gets Social Security questions, but he comes up to me and, at a conference I was at, and asked me about his own Social Security situation, right? He was of Social Security eligibility age and said, "Hey, I'm 71 years old. I still haven't collected my benefit yet. How long should I wait?" And for those of you who know Social Security, the latest you can collect is age 70. And this gentleman who has all this Medicare knowledge but no Social Security knowledge already lost out on a year's worth of benefits because he didn't know that they don't grow after age 70. He must have had some kind of misconception about, I know the minimum distributions are now 72 or 73, right? So these are the things that can cost somebody. And for this gentleman, he's kind of lucky in a way that it only costs him maybe like 25 to 50 grand, which, yes, in the grand scheme of things is a lot. But I've seen cases where people lose out on, $250,000 in lifetime benefits. And it's really due to, Social Security illiteracy. So the course and the software kind of brings everything together, where you get the knowledge of how to help your clients, because you need to know the rules. You need to know how to read the output of the software, but it also allows you to use the software to kind of do most of the legwork, right? Where you're not spending a ton of time, going through the software and trying to figure out what it's trying to say. There are other companies out there that have softwares. What differentiates Rssa and the Rssa roadmap is that we created a software specifically built on what advisors and clients told us they wanted to see within a software, and make it very simple, user-friendly, but most importantly, time management. So again, because the client can even enter their own information, all you're really doing is understanding what the benefits look like, printing out the report, and walking them through that. So on the advisor's end, it makes it quick and simple for them to help clients. And again, by walking them through that report, it really opens the door for more organic conversations, because Social Security is not salesy, and it shouldn't be a salesy thing, right? It's more educational. But all of these, in the eyes of the consumer, Social Security and Medicare are really the same thing, even though they're not. Because both programs are so complicated and the age demographic is similar, to someone who has Medicare questions, they most likely have Social Security questions, and vice versa, right? To be able to help them with both, instead of hand their client off to somebody else who knows might try and sell them on a new Medicare plan. These are the things you want to avoid as an advisor. So this is going to be really helpful with that. So after the 5-module course, which is generally around a 15-hour course, you learn the material, you get through the software, and then you sit for the RSSA final exam. Now, the final exam is an independently proctored exam. You do it, it's given every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. You take it on your own time for that day. And you basically just need a webcam, and the independent proctoring company watches you, make sure you're not cheating. But once you pass that exam, which is a 2-part exam, the first part is multiple choice, and the second part is case studies on the software. We have a very high passing rate, probably above 98% at this point, because we give you a reference document that you can use. We have boot camps for pre-exam boot camps And even in the modules, we also provide you with a specific video on each module that walks you through the very specific, most important things you need to know from each module, right? So there's a lot of great information, but then we also bring it into a really easy to understand way by creating a 10-minute video for you that you'll be able to watch and understand the most important things out of each module, so that you can pass the exam more easy. So once you pass the exam, you actually gain your RSSA credential. So it's a recognized designation. We're approved by NASBA, by the IRS, by the CFP board. We're currently getting approved in all 50 states for insurance. And what we plan to do, especially moving forward over the next 6 months and beyond, right? We're going to create such a large brand recognition for RSSAs, including a lead generation program, where if you have the RSA designation behind your name, you are going to be known in the industry as someone who is going to help their clients with Social Security expertise. Because again, there's not really anyone else out there doing this. So as Justin said, this is going to be a way where you can really differentiate yourself, your practice. And again, what you really want to focus on here is after getting this designation and having this skill, you want to know, okay, what to do next, right? So we even provide you with what to do after getting this designation, how to train you, how to, get into schools, libraries, and lunch and learns for seminars and webinars to be able to put on and get people in a room that are interested in learning about Social Security, but offering them, a one-on-one consultation afterwards where then you could help them with Social Security and open the door for those Medicare and insurance conversations. So, that'll kind of bring in where we talk about the client version of the RSA roadmap as well. But what I'll do is I will bring up, Justin, maybe the RSA roadmap itself and kind of do a quick demo and show how once they have put on a seminar or webinar, how they'll be able to use those client licenses as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go for
it. All right. You can see this, right, Justin?
Yes.
All right. So, the RSSA roadmap, this is the client dashboard where you'll see all of the clients that come in here, whether this is you adding those clients yourself, or like I said, you'll be able to provide any client with what's called a client license. Now, simply put, the client license is a link specifically for you as the advisor. And you can use this link on your social medias, your email templates, your website. But most importantly, you're going to be able to use this link and send it out to anyone who attends either a webinar or seminar as a free Social Security planning tool. That's how you would present it, is a free Social Security optimization planning tool, where they're not just coming to a session to, learn about Social Security for maybe 10 minutes and then you start talking about everything else, right? You really want to focus on the Social Security piece of it and actually give them a Social Security optimization planning tool, which is the RSA roadmap. They're going to be able to fill out their own information, and any of the information that they fill out is going to go directly into your dashboard, and they're going to be able to see a little bit of the roadmap, but not the whole thing. You have actually a choice where you could stop them before they see anything, or you can let them see a little piece of Social Security information on their situation, but they can't get their final report until you unlock their account and have that one-on-one session with them. So what happens is you'll provide them with the link, they'll fill out their information, that client will go right into your RSSA dashboard, and you'll be able to actually reach out to them and schedule a one-on-one meeting where the actual Medicare and insurance conversations come in, right? But you don't want to do that up front. This Social Security is a way to lead in without CMS guidelines, because there's no restrictive guidelines with Social Security. So that's a great way to lead in. But you provide that client with a version that they could fill out themselves. They could see a little piece of their information about their Social Security benefits. But the idea is that you schedule a one-on-one session with them after to give them their report and obviously open the door for those conversations. So that's really how the licenses work. And people are using this every single webinar and seminar they do. because it differentiates the seminar, right? Usually a seminar on Social Security might be talking about the basics for a few minutes and then they're being sold on long-term care or anything else. That's fine. The idea is that you do want to sell them on other things, but not in the session itself. That's what the one-on-one is for. So we actually teach you how to put webinars on, how to put seminars on. We give you the materials, the courses, the booklets, everything you need to actually present in libraries and at schools and wherever else. So we give you all the tools and resources you need to be successful. And then those will turn into more opportunities. So that's how we see this. Now, as far as what you'll get out of the Rssa roadmap and why, again, it differentiates us from other software companies is, again, simplicity, time management, and understanding easier how to walk your client through their specific situation. And for the client, you're putting things in layman's terms so that they really understand what you're telling them and what the report is telling them. So this is what a client dashboard would be. This information in this case, all the information is already in there. But if you were starting from the beginning, you would see something that looks like this, where you put their general information in, or again, they could put their own information in. First name, last name, date of birth, just very general information, and then some questions that actually start with Social Security calculation. So are you already collecting benefits or not? Do you have a non-covered pension? Do you have any eligible dependents? And also how you want those benefits to be calculated. Now, we have 3 different ways of calculating benefits, whether that's a quick estimate, using the Social Security statement amount, or building from the earnings record. The earnings record will be the most accurate, which is easy to get right off the client's Social Security.gov account. And if they don't have one, you could actually build a relationship with them by helping them create an account, because some people are confused with that, and actually put that earnings record right into the Rssa roadmap. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. But also throughout this, you're going to see these little icons where if you are unsure of anything, which shouldn't happen anyway, because once you go through the course, you're going to understand what these questions are trying to ask. But we do have icons so that you can better understand what they're trying to say as well in the software. So once all the information is in, you actually don't have to spend time going through each one. You could actually skip around to a certain area that you're looking to either make adjustments or changes. Again, depending on the information you put in, additional information may be asked. So for dependents, if you put that you do have a dependent, we'll ask for information on those dependents that you have, and so on and so forth. And as far as key information, the 2 main questions here are the life expectancy of the client, which the report automatically generates 2 other longevity scenarios. Longevity is a really big part of Social Security because one of the major things that people worry about in retirement is longevity risk and outliving their funds. And another big one is medical costs, right? So you're actually, by doing the Social Security analysis for them, if you can increase their Social Security benefits, you're actually outweighing the cost of their Medicare costs as well. So you're really helping them, intertwined in that way. And then again, you could put the client's earnings record right into the software. So you have them download their statement XML, and then you could upload it right into the software, and it'll automatically generate the earnings. Now you can put it in manually as well if you'd like, but overall, it shouldn't take you all that long. And again, a lot of clients can do this on their own if you provide them with that link. So you have the opportunity to also put in future earnings if they plan to work a few more years. Some clients plan to work 5, 10 more years, whatever it is. You can actually put in future earnings, and you can tell them based on what their earnings look like today and what their future earnings will actually do to their benefit, whether it'll increase it a lot, might not increase it at all, or might increase it, somewhat, right? But you'll be able to tell them what that'll look like by doing this analysis as well. Now, the last key piece here is the additional information page. So all of these questions in here, none of them really calculate the Social Security benefits themselves, but this opens the door for those other conversations. And this is very customizable. So you can put in any questions that are directly related to the things you want to know about. For instance, are you on Medicare? What kind of supplemental or advantage plan you're on? And you'll be able to understand your clients the way that you want. so that you can understand what their needs are, what service offerings you can provide to them. And again, this is asking information on, what are their other assets? What are their, do they have a home? Do they have any debts? And what are their expenses? And again, just because it's not really calculating Social Security benefits, knowing this information will help them decide when the best and right claiming strategy is. So once all the information is in, again, you don't have to spend a lot of time. It automatically calculates all the benefits for you in just a few seconds. And the most important part here, again, one is the report that I'll show you in just a minute, but the other is the heat map of options. So now that all the information is in, instead of taking the time to say, well, if this, spouse is 62 and the other spouse is 65, or, 67 and 70, we actually created a heat map of every single option for both spouses, or if it's just the one spouse, it'll show just the one. And from 62 through 70, it'll give you all the options available and even color code it to what the best option is as far as the most benefits, which in this case would be 65 for William and 69 for Wanda. But again, based on everyone's situation, this will differ. And again, learning through the Rssa program, you might say to the client, even though the software is showing this is going to get you the most out of Social Security, this still might not be the right option for you, because Social Security can't be done in a vacuum. It's very situational. So the software, again, does a great job of giving you all the information you need, but you're also using your knowledge that you learned through the modules to be able to say, these are the other things that you need to look out for before making your decision. So we have the heat map in a monthly, annual, and lifetime benefit view. And then what's really cool is that you can actually click on any of these options and it'll show you in detail the annual benefits for retirement, spousal, survivor, dependent benefits, if there's any earnings deductions. And you could actually even click on an option and it'll bring down the monthly view as well. So again, really easy, really interactive for you as the advisor and for your clients to understand as well. Now, like I said, another big part of this is that you want to download the ready to go report. So, you could download it in a PDF if you don't want to make any changes, but you can also download it in Word if you want to add or take out anything. Again, a lot of the information that is in for a specific client is in there because of the client's information. But you can also add in other information on Medicare plans that, you might want to discuss with them. So this makes it really easy to do that. So I'll just bring up the report and show you what that looks like real quick. So this is an example of a report. All of the reporting is completely white labeled. You can put your logo on it and your information. Anything that you want can be added on here. But again, the information that is in here is very straightforward for you to walk your clients through their situation. So the key information in terms that you need to know and the client needs to know, the types of benefits that are available, the monthly and annual heat maps are in here. We have the claiming options. So on the previous page, you were able to choose certain claiming options that you want that client to see. Those shoot out within here. And if there's survivor benefits for a surviving spouse, we give information on what that would look like. There's lifetime benefits and longevity scenarios, information on applying, and then we give those options in detail down here as well. And then you actually have the primary insurance amount calculations, which is how their benefits are calculated. So we cover all the necessary information, but this is an easy way to walk the client through what their options are, helping them decide. And then at the end of this or during it, you can kind of uncover and open the door for those more organic Medicare and insurance conversations, which again, doing this is really what it's doing is it's building rapport and trust with that client. And with Social Security, because Social Security can start as early as 62, and for survivor benefits as early as 60, if you can get to this base of prospects ahead of Medicare eligibility. So you're building a pipeline of opportunities. And then once they get to 65, yes, you're going to be able to help a lot of clients at 65 with Social Security and Medicare and after as well. But those who are not Medicare eligible yet, you're going to build a huge pipeline of opportunities, which again is also going to lead to referrals and increase your sales tremendously by doing that. Justin, do you have any questions that I can answer on the roadmap or the client licenses?
No, not right now. Nothing comes to mind. I mean, you're doing a good job explaining it, but I think the obvious, part of this is that the tools that RSSA has does so much of the work for you once you know how to understand and explain different concepts by being, registered Social Security analyst. You'll be able to explain things in a way that makes sense to your clients or your prospects. Use the tools to help them create projections and make educated decisions, and then build a relationship on a confusing pain point that nobody else is attacking, and then they'll definitely be more likely to trust you with Medicare and health insurance for sure, but even segue that into the potential for getting into the annuity and life insurance market effectively for an insurance agent, and even AUM if someone is series license, all that kind of stuff. We have Medicare advisors that do it all. We have some that are very pigeonholed to Medicare. I think it would be a shame for someone that was focusing on Medicare to not at least, get acclimated to the annuity market if they went this route as well, because there's clearly a lot of potential there, especially as you're accumulating all this information and knowledge about these prospects. On the Social Security front, you're going to know, so many things about, their assets and their life, their income. It's going to tell you who has the potential for what. And so it'll also help you in the way that you communicate with them about other products. You're not going to bring up an annuity concept on someone that doesn't seem like they fit that bill once you've gotten through that Social Security piece. But I would think that a lot of the people that are going to respond to marketing related to this are going to be in that middle class to maybe a upper middle class range, and so there would be a lot of annuity prospects, a lot of high value Medicare prospects too. Medicare is only as valuable as how long you can keep them, and marketing in Medicare has been a race to the bottom for some time. We've tried to be the voice of reason and keep the marketing about you and what you have done for people and that sort of thing, add value. And the value of the client you receive from that is much higher. Some of these companies are reporting sub $1,000 lifetime values on Medicare clients, and we actually believe ours is in ridiculously high $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 numbers. Hard to even equate because of the number of times we're able to help them over a 20-25 year period in their life. So anyway, I think this fits really well into our mission statement and into how we're trying to affect the Medicare market. It fits so many of our agents and brokers. I can imagine almost any of them not benefiting from it. And so we sincerely appreciate your time today, Tom. I know we're going to hop on and do some more training in the future about specific things. And I know you and the team are there to help people as they sign up. But what I want everyone to do is, take a moment to really think about how this could help your business, and how many more of these people that are needing this help would you like to be sitting in front of and have the potential to help them with this, and then talk about Medicare, and then talk about the Affordable Care Act, and then talk about health insurance, then talk about annuities and life insurance and all the ancillary products that you also offer. I think this is going to be huge for so many people. So definitely, if you're watching this on a page where you're able to enroll, that is awesome. If not, and you're looking for a way to, get in touch with Tom, the RSSA team, or learn more about it, or just go ahead and sign up, message us, comment below, anything like that that's going on around this video, and we will definitely get you in the right direction. This is something, we don't take endorsements lightly. We don't go out and endorse every, shitty lead for lack of a better term. This is not that. This is a program that we believe in, and we've invested in our own brokers to get them to start doing this. And so we want to see you guys succeed too. So thank you, Tom.
And Justin, so what I want to just leave off on is that we really appreciate your partnership. And so what Justin is providing for everyone who's watching this and anyone who signs up through Justin, you're getting a significant discount. And so let me just quickly go through the pricing. So if you were to go through the website on your own and just sign up for the program, the course itself is a $1,500 course. There's a $350 proctoring fee for the exam. And then there's also a $479 membership that you'll pay. And, there's also client licenses, right? For 20 to 30 licenses, it's $750. So, overall, if you went through the website and signed up, it's a $3,079 value. But going through Justin, you're getting the whole package, the course, the exam, the membership, and the 30 client licenses for just $1,950. So a huge discount, and a significant one, and hopefully something that will help most of the advisors and agents out to get going on this program. Because we think that, yes, it's some money up front, but the value of the return on your investment by investing in a program like this, you're going to be able to make this back, in one single client makes this back, right? And you're going to have thousands of clients by doing this. I can guarantee it. So Justin, again, we really appreciate your partnership. We look forward to the future working with you, and thank you again for your time.
It's time to train like a guru. GoGuru University is an ever-expanding, cutting-edge, interactive training platform with live weekly coaching calls constructed to train agents efficiently and compliantly. GoGuru University offers a library of training modules explaining Medicare A to Z, face-to-face and telesales training, SEO and other marketing, and much more. Visit goguru.university to schedule your one-on-one demo today.